Hi guys, we are at Muscleworks, not my usual gym, but I've been here a few times and I'm excited to hit legs. I am 6 weeks out from the UK DFBA, the first qualifier this year, and I'm pretty excited to hit it up. Deloading next week, it's going to be a hard session, so I'm excited to get into it. This session, well, leg sessions write me off basically. For the longest time during my off season, I train my priority, whether it be quads or hamstrings in the morning, which is this session, and then in the evening after about 3 to 4 hours, had a meal, rested up, I'd come and do the kind of accessory work and do the other muscle group. I decided for prep to put my legs all in one because I used to find that I just would feel pretty tired for that PM session. So like today, I'll do all my legs in one, which would destroy me, but it will be good. And then in the PM, I do things like some calves, some abs, maybe some delts, some traps, maybe biceps, something like this. And that way, it just gets my steps up a bit more, and I get to spread out the volume to keep a higher quality overall. But yeah, the morning leg sessions, they always destroy me quite heavily, but I do enjoy that as well. Cool. Oh. I didn't have my noise cancelling on, ruined my set. So that was 160 for 8. Naught RAR, pretty much had no good more reps left in the tank. I haven't been doing this weight the entire mesocycle. This is week 5. I started off week 1 at about 150 kilos, so 10 kilos less than this, hitting 8 reps. And then every week, I've just added 2.5 kilos, 2.5 kilos, 2.5 kilos, just to make it a little bit harder. I tend to auto-regulate my sets to get the best stimulus, but within my recovery bounds. It's stuck at 2 sets the entire mesocycle because I'm fucked from 2 sets. That tends to happen when you're dieting. Your recoverability, your recovery capacity comes down. So you just match that. And there's no point doing more quantity if I can't keep up the quality effort. When my recovery's down, I just end up seeing my loads go down, performance sink, performance drop off. So pretty happy with it. Felt pretty good. In the gym, the seat, the kind of knee pad comes down differently. It kind of comes this way, forces your legs down, and I end up holding onto it and kind of leaning over as if to touch my toes. That gets a just gnarly stretch on the hamstrings and a really good stimulus, I find. Whereas this one, the way it's set up, I'm not going to be able to do that. I have to almost probably hold myself back this way. So just is what it is. It'll be a slightly different novel stimulus. If it wrecks me, it's fine, I'm deloading, so it's all good. I reckon I'm good for a working set now. Just finished up 2 sets on there. Actually, really, after that first set, second set I got more grooved into the machine. You probably saw I changed, I was pushing myself into it versus how I had it before. But it actually felt really good. It felt very long. Hamstrings feel, they're done. 4 sets, completely wrecked. So I've got, probably find one of these hack squats, see how I got on with that. I have 2 sets of hack squats, both with 1 breather. So some of you'll see people probably do in the gym is, especially on like hack squats, they're rep, 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 and then they're stop. And then they're rep, 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 and they're stop. You might think of that like rest pause or Mario reps. Basically, I allow myself 1 breather, 3 to 5 breaths, go again, and that's my set. I standardize that so I don't just like add breathers, add breathers, add breathers. It gets out of hand. So yeah, 2 sets of this will wreck me. I'm excited for it. I can definitely feel, you might see me messing around with different foot positions. And it's because I'm trying to see if I can, I was saying to Gordon, it's like the game Operation where you have to pull out like the junk from the body and not touch the sides. Or you know, like those games where you have a hoop and needs to go through a wire. You know, like you don't want to buzz and ruin, it's kind of like that. I need to find the point of which I can just hit stimulus for the quad and not whatever is happening in my knee that's a bit painful. Similar weight to what I use in the gym is now on here, but this definitely feels better than one in the gym, but I don't know how it converts weight wise. Come on. surprisingly good. But I hit 13 reps, and I kind of wanted 15. But I think I took that first before my breathers, pretty close to failure, which left me in the dust. But it's all right. Just finished up my sets on hack squat. It actually went very well. I was worried about my knee, of course, but actually, if anything, this hack squat Cybex is built better than Matrix. At least that was my perception of doing it, and that's what the common law is. And it felt much better on my knee. So my knee actually is feeling pretty good. So I'm glad that I managed to get a crazy stimulus on my quads. Obviously, it's a different machine, so I had to feel it out. The load wasn't too dissimilar to what I use on the Matrix, so I kind of use that as a gauge, but just match sets, rep range, and obviously this week's super easy because I was going to naught RAR, so I had no more good reps left in the tank. Typically, I just match my RAR if I was going for that. And next up is finishing my quads off with leg extensions, which are arguably more uncomfortable than this, but in a different way. You done? Yeah, good to see you. Yeah, thank you. Should be alright. I'm feeling pretty good. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm not looking. I know the zombie mode will come, but whilst it's not, I'm living up the. It would. I would have lost my mind if I didn't have like an alright. What were you doing for that time? I was saying, you can never get quad detail. Not that I have the most detailed quads, but when they're full of blood, it's happy. When the veins of vascularity comes, though, that's exciting. They get in there. They're okay. So that's session complete. Short, sharp. Feels like it's short, sharp to me because I'm so used to in my off season. My sets could be double this in an off season. My recoverability is just much higher than now, and probably just over time you'll find this. Your quality improves in that you're just better at executing the movement, fatiguing the muscle, and you just get reps far easier. So I don't feel systemically totally terrible. My quads do. My hamstrings did. They're kind of a bit recovered now. But yeah, it's a good session.